World Soul Saga has been announced, and I feel like people are really weird sometimes. They are complaining about that the story is written out in advance, that will be more coherent, that will be more in line with each other. And they say that you buy an expansion for the price of or three expansions for the price of one, whatever they're saying. Like they're saying like you're paying way more than what you should be able to get, which is, I think, mind-boggling. I think it's a good thing what we have. I think currently in Dragonflight and other expansions we suffer with, we want to have a year and a half of content, or 2 years per expansion, which realistically we always have bigger gaps. In Shadowlands we had bigger gaps, in BFA we had bigger gaps, in Legion we had gigantic gaps, in Walls of Draenor we had one of the bigger gaps. Mist of Pandaria, the end patch was 1 year long. Again, you need to understand that we are currently in a society, or at least in a gaming society, where we want to have seasonal content pretty much. And I know that people do not like it, but those are like the outspoken minority. I think just in general, people just want fresh stuff every single time, and you cannot really give fresh stuff for free every single time as well. And I know you're going to say, but it's not free, we pay an expansion box. I'm going to say 50 euros for a whole year of content is way more than some games. I'm going to say Dark Soul is a 70 bucks game that is going to last you, if you play day in and day out, maybe 1 month time. It's just, I think, a problem from MMO players where they're feeling entitled to something which they are used to back in the day, but the world has evolved since then. And I feel like having a saga with three expansions telling this, not the same story but like an overarching story, is a great thing. I think it's just story wise, lore wise, is going to be way better. It's going to be feeling way better as well, and it's going to be more coherent as well. I think for the jump from Mist of Pandaria to Walls of Draenor to Legion, and then to back BFA, and then to Shadowlands, I feel like there is no real coherent story except the Burning Legion, and that's it. And then we had like the voids, the corruption in BFA, and then we had like Shadowlands with like literally a filler episode with the jailer, which pretty much had no impact on Azeroth. So I feel it feels really weird sometimes. And then you had Legion with the big sword, and then they forgot about it, or they didn't talk about it, or like they went into another world basically without even like caring what happened on Azeroth and what is happening to Azeroth, which is quite weird, I'm going to say. And with War Within, at least things are going to be addressed. I think the story is going to advance, and it's going to be lasting impact on the whole lore. I think it's a good thing. For example, how Arthas ended has impacted the whole lore as well. Same for Gul'dan. You have like big characters, or Illidan, big characters that are like going to write a story for you. But if you don't have like a overarching story with a bigger purpose, it feels like it's really empty. But that is my opinion. For example, the jailer, nobody's going to think about it in 10 years time, because it's like just a story arc villain which has ended in their own story, which has no impact on the other stories. But as is my opinion, of course it could always like add it afterwards, but I feel like right now it's already too late. But my opinion about the World Soul Saga, I think it's a very good thing. I think the three expansions being faster is a good thing. I think content-wise, we have bigger gaps, which are going to make people left out of an expansion. They're going to play it, and then it's done, and then they're not going to come back, or they're going to come back for the next expansion or next patch. So I feel like currently we have that with Dragonflight a bit. Not that the patches are really slow, because it isn't, but it feels like, look, the story is not there. I don't feel connected to the story. It might be just me, but whatever. And I'm more of a PvP guy. So again, if classes and systems and designs are like that, I think it's a good thing to have in the game, with having more expansions and more new things. But about the War Within, we have warbands, which basically is going to give you another character screen selection of characters, and realms are going to be regrouped. So if you have a character on Ravencrest and a character on Kazakh, you can see them both on the screen, so you don't have to swap realms every single time, which is a fantastic thing. You have also the hero talents here, which is a fantastic thing as well, because you will be able to customize your character even more. Now, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like very high impact. It will have some impact, but it will be as much impact as, let's say, the Legion progression system that we had back in the day with the artifact. You will have some neat things here and there, but it's not going to add a new ability on your bars from what I've seen. It's going to just enhance something on your kit that's going to be better over time. So again, let's see what they're going to cook. It's very early into the development, I would say, because the alpha and the beta is still not there, so many things will change, even the names. But pretty much every single name that you see here, Specs, has 2 options, except for, yeah, also for the druids, and except for the demon hunters is a bit different. But for example, warrior Colossus is a choice that you can have as arms and protection, protection warrior, Slayer is fury in arms, and Mountain Thane is fury and protection warrior. So again, it will be very fun to play around. I'm not gonna lie, I am a PvP channel. I am a channel which makes guides, which makes gameplay videos, and those things actually just fuels ideas into my channel, into my videos, into my video ideas. So I think it's a very good thing for me. I think it's a very good thing for the players, and I think it's a very good thing for World of Warcraft in general. I think it's an evergreen system. It's not going to go away in 1 year time. It is not a covenant system. You can swap whenever you want, whenever you need, whenever you are, and that's actually a good thing. And I think we need to have that a bit more into our game. Again, I wonder what they're going to change with Dark Ranger for Hunter. Are they going to also change animations? That would be very cool. Like way more animations on your arrows, for example. Your arrows become like shadow infused, and it will not do physical damage anymore, for example. That would be very cool, but we'll have to see in the future. But right now, I'm very digging this idea. We have also a new allied race, which is Earthen. We have Delves, which is a PvE thing, but hopefully they can add something like a PvP twist to it, maybe like a bit further down the line. Could be very nice. We have also 8 dungeons, although I'm not a PvEer. I will try to do some PvE because I think if at one point PvE could be interesting for me, that could be always something added to the game. Right now I'm just a PvPer. I just love PvP. I only do PvP. It does feel like sometimes I have nothing to do on the game, especially if I'm like sitting on queues. We have account-wide progression and renown, which is all good things. Also just expanding class fantasy. Again, I think all those things are actually good to be playing War Within. I think it's a fantastic idea what they have. I think the trailer is sublimissime. It's just like perfect. I think overall we have a great year going on with World of Warcraft. We have, in just a few days time, we have our Classic Plus, we have Cataclysm Classic, first part of the year, like 2024, and we will also have a new expansion in 1 year time, probably in November, probably in October, most likely in December, because of the holiday seasons, but it's going to be quite interesting to see and to play around. We have also a new battleground map, which is a fantastic thing. We have also probably SOLOQ RPGs that are going to come out next expansion, hopefully a bit sooner, but we'll have to see. They're planning to do the Great Vault, no PvP anymore, so it's way less random. You have way more conquest to play with, so you can actually buy the items that you want way faster, way quicker. I think overall it's coming into a huge pot, like Chris Manson says, and they brew something fantastic. And I think people are very angry about retail right now. They are angry without any reason. Again, I'm not like immune to do a rant video because I already did rant videos in the past, but I don't feel like there's something to rant about. I think they are spot on every single thing that they are actually talked about. especially on retail. I think having expansions have 1 year or 1.5 year of content is better than having forced 2 years or forced 1.5 years while you have bigger gaps, or you have like, look, the expansion is already done, can we move on, kind of thing. Right now with 10.2 you will have the raid, you will be done with the raid, but there is no 10.3. It is already confirmed that there will be no 10.3. So pretty much after you're done with it, pretty much you have like done the first part of the season, you will be done. You would like to see what's next, and hopefully they know how to keep players onto the game. I think the huge difficulty for Blizzard right now is to actually retain players. Like, I think right now every single expansion we lose players. There is no real spike and like stabilization above the previous expansion, and what they need to do is actually have more players currently playing, even whenever the content is a bit less there. But you cannot force people to stay, but you can add things and incentives for people to want to stay, and they need to figure it out. I know it's very hard because I cannot come with something like that right now. Maybe a battle pass for PvP, battle pass for PvE, but way more customizable, way more interesting to play around. But we will have to see. I think there's many things going on, and we need to check way more what is going on with World of Warcraft. But we'll have more news probably very soon. But right now I'm very happy. I'm happy about Classic Plus in 25 days time. I hope many players from my community are going to play it, because I think it's going to be very awesome. And if you're not really a classic player, just test it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I think leveling to level 25 takes pretty much 2 days, 1 day if you're like very fast. It's going to be fantastic to have the World PvP events and have like customizable things going on for your class. So I think it's a good thing, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, thank you for watching this video. If you want to check the video about Classic Plus, you can click on one of these videos. If you want to check my latest solo shuffle prediction video tier list wise, you can click also on one of these videos. And probably after this video I'm going to make my new main tier list video, which people are really liking anyways. But I'm going to do that because the season will but the new patch will start in a few days, so I think it will be interesting for people that are still undecided about their class and mains to actually watch that video. But again, thank you for watching, have a great day, and bye.